We're launching in the US on November 8th. We're going to ship somewhere upwards of 600,000 units on that day. It's going to be $299 US, and there are going to be somewhere between 12 and 20 launch titles. And we're not going to ship a single launch title that's not awesome. It's all about quality, man. It's about getting enough of the genres in so that everybody can get the game they like, and about really making every one of those games a defining moment for Xbox, right? You know, the football game where you see the shadow cast by the guard on the player's face, you know who it is, right? Or the adventure game. We have a racing game called Mad Dash, and the first level you play in Mad Dash, just the level data, is bigger than the entire last game that this company shipped. Right? And things like that. Those are the experiences you're going to get with the launch titles. And then we have literally hundreds of games ready to go after that heading into 2002. So it's like a fire hose of titles coming. And the quality is just, I mean, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. You know, I've been in the game business for about 10 years, and I've never seen such a giant group of awesome titles. And it all goes back to the simple fact that we designed this console by consulting game developers and said, what do we need? What do we need to do for you? What makes you angry about current consoles? And we changed all the stuff that they didn't like, and so they're having a good time. So that means we're going to see games, and I'm seeing games now. I can have the best job in the world because I see all the games in development. I'm seeing games now that are just so smoking hot. It's unbelievable. So it's a good time to be a gamer. It's the best time possibly in history to be a gamer.
I'm John Howard. I'm the lead designer on Halo for the Xbox. Halo is an action shooter game. Takes place in the future, science fiction. See, we got a couple human dropships here coming in. We're going to assault this alien position. A little bit of background about Halo. Humanity is losing a battle, losing a war against an alien race called the Covenant. And the Covenant have pursued us to this ancient alien ring world out in deep space. We don't know why it's there or who built it. But over the course of the game, you learn how long it's been there, who built it, and for what ultimate purpose. So basically, we're going to come out here, but the core component of the game is combat and combat action. So we're basically going to drop off, me and a couple Marines got dropped off on this beach by these drop ships. You can see the way AI move. Basically, the AI are really good and smart. They move in groups, they provide covering fire for each other, they'll advance on positions, they'll use cover, they'll call out when you're in their way, if they want to shoot around you, if they accidentally hit with stray bullets, they apologize, all sorts of cool stuff like that. Few weapons are pretty traditional, stuff like grenades, machine guns. There we go. So these guys are going to advance up here. We're going to take on this next position. Some more bad guys over here. So there's a lot of different types of aliens. They all have different abilities, different weapons. So we're just going to clear up this beach position here. All right, now the beach is clear. You can see Halo moving up here in the distance. It's a big ring world. The entire surface of the inside of the ring, like a wedding ring, is covered with different biomes: beaches, deserts, swamps, forests, Arctic terrain, mountains. This is a human dropship called the Pelican. It's going to bring in our Jeep here, Warthog. So they got a chain gunner in the back there. I'm going to hop in.
In the hog with us.
So I talked a little bit about the AI. The AI are pretty smart. I can just pull up here. And the AI knows that being riding shotgun on a Jeep is a safe thing and a good thing, and being in a turret is a good thing. So if I pull up to any group of Marines anywhere on Halo, and I don't have a chain gunner or a guy riding shotgun, he's going to hop right in the Jeep with me. I'm going to come around this corner. The same thing is also true about the enemy AI. The enemy AI are pretty smart. So if you leave a Jeep unattended, your chain gunner gets killed or something like that, or you have a guy with a chain gun, when you come out of the structure, there's a pretty good chance that an enemy AI is going to have crawled up in your vehicle's chain gun and is going to try and kill you with it. So you got to be a little careful. Come over here. I can also just run guys down with my Jeep. If I don't want to wait for my chain gunner to kill him, or if I don't have a chain gunner. Come around here. I'm going to slide out here. I don't know if the game's going to speak for itself in terms of visuals. We're able to do a lot of cool stuff with the Xbox. This is just a nice little detail. You see the way the sun works through these trees. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to continue kicking ass here. Hop of the Jeep. drive over here. The Covenant have taken over this structure. They've claimed that is one of their own bases. So basically we're gonna infiltrate, basically come in commando style, set up our chain gun. I'm gonna hop out over here while everyone's distracted and lob a couple grenades in there. Head inside. A couple more guys over here. So you can see my shield's down right now. I have an energy shield in the game, so if I wait for a little while, it'll recharge back up, and now I have to take my energy shield back down again before they can actually start hurting my health. So this is actually the first mission you play when you get to Halo. This is your life pod. You're in a human interstellar spacecraft called the Pillar of Autumn that was attacked by the Covenant, and you escape from Halo, or escape from the ship in a drop ship. Or this is a life pod.
Can you move?
Which crash lands on Halo. And there are other groups of Marines and isolated bands of human resistance all over Halo who've landed in escape pods as well as a couple you saw the drop ships and the vehicles who made it onto the surface pretty much unscathed. So you have a little bit of fire support. So you're constantly going to be finding other Marines. So this is actually the first place you land on Halo. You can see the ocean stretching out the distance here, and the sun reflecting off the water, and the land way below there. In this beautiful forest valley, you can see Halo running up the distance there, and this waterfall in the background. We're able to do amazing things on the Xbox in terms of environment, be able to create really realistic looking scenes. I could go over here, you can see this thing flying over. Here's a Covenant dropship. They use dropships to bring in troops just the same way we do. So they basically tracked my life pod as it came in, and and now are searching the area for survivors. And I think they've spotted me, so I'm gonna hightail it over here, trying to get myself some cover. So like I talked about the AI, the same way the human AI are smart in terms of advancing, working in groups, using cover, things like that. Whoa! I shot it right over my head. All right, I'm stuck over this side. The enemy AI work the same way. The big blue guys are the Covenant elites. They're pretty much the leaders. They have big energy shields and they can be pretty tough. But if I manage to take them out, all the grunts, all the guys in the orange and red armor, little short guys, will flee. They'll put their arms above their head and they'll just run away screaming and go hide. So I have to go dig them out. So there is strategy in terms of what kind of guys you want to take out first, taking out the leadership of the squad, things like that. So I'm gonna move through this area. This area is a bit slow right now. We're still working on this mission, but one thing I didn't show you before. So I got a human pistol. Human weapons are pretty traditional, but I can pick up and I can use alien weapons. So which isn't uncommon in most games. The big difference is that most games let you pick up all the weapons at once. You can carry them around. You're basically a big human Swiss Army knife. We wanted you to have to. You can only carry a certain number of weapons at a time in Halo. So we wanted you to have to think about what weapons you wanted to carry with you, what your ammo situation was, the kind of mission you were going to go in and handle, all sorts of stuff like that, so that the game would feel different every time you played it, but also so that you were making more decisions, you were thinking, and again, it's about using those tools, which is the ultimate thing we talk about when we're playing Halo, what Halo is really about. Is giving you this set of tools, giving you a set of weapons, giving you a set of really smart AI, some cool vehicles, stuff like that, to really decide how you want to play the game.
Stay here. Whatever. Hey, what's happening? Where are you? Hey, you help me out? Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, hi, my name's Hayden Duyall. I'm an artist at Confounding Factor. We're the developer of this title, which is called Galleon. This is the main character we see on the screen at the moment. His name is Rama, he's captain, sea captain. In this particular area, this is the start of the first level. And basically, it kind of sets the main story, the characters, and also allows the player to begin to move into the control system. We've based the game around quite a complex control and animation system, so we're allowing the player, as they progress through this first level, to begin to... sorry, guy getting chucked out the door. To be able to use different aspects of the control, so they're not overwhelmed immediately by all of the different kind of ways he moves. I'll just take you a bit further up, and then I'll kind of jump slightly further in the level to allow you to see kind of the main movement system that we have. What happens here is as he moves through this level, there's different areas that are designed to allow the player to see the basic movements first of all and build on those to the more complex ones. I'll just jump ahead now if that's okay. Just come in here. By the time we get to this point, the player is able to do all the moves that he has. He's able to run and jump and everything. If you just watch here, one of the fundamental aspects of our game is that the character is able to deal with complex geometry simply by the player using the control pad, pressing forward. If you stay slow on the keys, on the pad rather, he is able to anticipate where all the geometry is and move through it without any difficulty. And that's kind of fundamental to how we move. So the player doesn't have to anticipate every tiny move and do every jump, so he's allowed to move smoothly through an environment. But we also have the ability to override that. If we press forward, right forward on the stick, he'll just jump off. When he fights, he can take on up to 5 or 6 opponents at the same time. His fighting styles totally differ depending on how many opponents he has.
Bandits. I want him. Let me have him, darling. I'd leave now if I were you. We've been waiting for an hour for someone to turn up. Just for that, you're going to have to pay our toll. Come on, no more talk. Let's fight. Get him.
So yeah, as I said, the fighting isn't fully implemented, but at the moment you have a situation where, depending on where you are relative to the character, your moves adjust themselves automatically. So if I was fighting two people at once, I'd do a different set of moves.
My name's Scott Lane. I'm the producer on Hunter the Reckoning, action arcade game for the Xbox platform. Hunter is set in the world of darkness created by White Wolf Publishing. In the game, you can play one of 4 hunters. Right now, I'm showing you Deuce, our biker character. In the world of darkness, you hunt vampires, zombies, and other walking dead creatures. You can use a few different weapons. Right now, I'm showing you the axe. We also have a shotgun. Reminiscent to some of the older arcade games, we allow you to run and shoot in different directions. We're going to have 23 areas that you can play the game in. This is one of them. And I'll, just to give you an idea of scope, our worlds are pretty big. We're in the graveyard right now. The goal of the game here is to work your way through the graveyard until you get into the church you see there. Deuce is about 7 feet tall. Our other characters you can play are also a priest character, a female cop, and a 20-year-old raver girl who's a karate expert and 2-gun shooting style like John Woo movies. In the game, a vampire has taken over a small town called Ashcroft and holding himself up in a prison. In the prison, he's turned all the guards into zombies. And your job is to figure out what's going on, fight your way through the town, get to the prison, and stop the evil from spreading throughout the planet.